hummingbirds.
We do.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Backyard Musings, broadcasting live from Apple Valley. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And we have hummingbirds around.
Yeah, last few mornings we've had hummingbirds buzzing around. So
it's been
cool.
crisp today, just above freezing, waking up.
Yeah.
I got the tangerine tree right there, and I got to build something like Visqueen and PVC so that I can keep it warm so it doesn't freeze. And
miniature greenhouse?
Yeah, like a little teepee type thing.
Yeah.
Next week's supposed to get below freezing.
Right. We're coming on to the cold.
All right, here we go. So today it's kind of a montage of current events because there's so much going on. And we didn't want to, break up segments and over several days. So we're going to do a little montage of Trump's appointments today and then talk about some of the Democrat things that are going on.
He's been pretty active forming his team. So.
And he's doing it without help from the government. He's not getting assistance. They slice money aside. And then, of course, they can control, monitor and stuff. He's doing this all on his own money, forming the team, everything, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So first, Tom Homan appointed as border czar.
Absolutely. Thumbs up on that one.
Yes.
He is
tough cookie.
Yeah. And for those of you who do not like this guy, just to refresh your memory, I believe he was part of the Obama team. Obama, I think, appointed him to ICE. So
he went up through the ranks.
Yeah.
And then he ended up leading ICE.
Not military. He's been a law enforcement guy for forever.
Well, I think he started military and then he.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and then he went into law enforcement.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's and he is a no sense kind of guy.
Right,
I mean, just
no nonsense,
man. He just
says what he does what he says.
Yeah, and I mean, if you haven't seen the interview that he had with our real pal AOC when she was on the Congress committee when they were going back and forth, he ate her up, man. She had no clue what was going to happen with that guy. So yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah,
unfiltered. He's just
it's refreshing.
Nice. Got one.
Mr. Candor. Let's call him Mr. Candor.
Mr. Candor. Okay. Yeah.
Mr. Trump said that he would be responsible for the northern border, the southern border, maritime on the coasts, and aviation security. So I mean, that's pretty much DHS, right?
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe it'll move into something like that. I don't know.
I don't know. He will also be in charge of deportations of illegal aliens back to their country of origin. He's got that responsibility. I mean, for me, it's pretty easy. One, stop the bleeding by reinstituting Remain in Mexico. Right? You want to come across? Well, wait in Mexico and we'll hear your cause. And if it's good to go, But that's risky, man. I wouldn't pay coyotes money to get there. I'd just start with a consulate in your country and start the process there. Anyways, and two,
let them take some responsibility over the other side of the border as well, right?
That's how it's done. You start with a consulate in the country where you are, and and then as that moves along, and then you prove that you are self-sustaining, that you can be contribute to America, and then go through the process.
Well, and that was a proven endeavor, right? Because that's what Trump did, and obviously it held Mexico to a higher standard because they were able to control that with their southern borders, right?
Yeah.
So, we just need to get back on track with that.
Yeah, and two, build more walls. Just build more walls. That's like a doorway. They can't get in.
Yeah.
Lock it.
Yeah.
Then start with the low-hanging fruit, the foreign gang members in our country illegally, rapists, murderers, and other such criminals. You get them out. Either they get them in prison, which that would be on our dime, or you get them out of the country, quick and easy.
Who in their right mind would be against a policy like that?
Well,
we just
Trump derangement syndrome people.
Well, like I said,
because it's his idea.
People in their right mind. So, yeah, that just makes total sense.
Yeah,
obviously so.
So it needs to be fast and painless. Get these criminals, these bad actors out. Have the agreements in place with the countries, right? Get the planes fueled and ready. Then ship them back as you catch and deport. Use the Air National Guard. It's perfect training. They need hours in the aircraft. Get them, flying and get the crew working. Perfect training. It's as easy as it sounds. It'll be harder in blue states, but possible. The blue states, they've already said they're going to push back. So that's going to take some a little bit more work.
Trump proofing, right? They've turned that
Yeah.
Trump proofing. Give me a break. So, all right. So, talk about Marco Rubio, Secretary
Yeah.
of State. That's I don't know if that would have been my pick, but I mean, they've got a relationship that didn't start off real
Didn't
good.
start off good. You
But-
know, he kept saying Trump had little hands because he would say little Marco.
Yeah,
But, he turned out to be a supporter.
yeah, and in politics, you know, you kind of got to evolve. Even J.D. Vance wasn't a big Trumper, right?
Right.
So, and he's
This could be a surprise. He could just be a great Secretary of State.
yeah,
He
absolutely,
could,
absolutely.
you know.
Kristi Noem as DHS Secretary, that one kind of caught me off guard because earlier this year she had a little bit of a scandal where she had talked about getting involved or dealing with foreign leaders or dignitaries as a governor of South Dakota, and she kind of got called on that. I think she came clean, but that one really surprised me. But anyway, you know, that's again, those two picks are his deal, and they're both obviously. I mean, Kristi Noem has run her state really well.
Yeah.
I mean that great state of South Dakota.
And you know, people talk about this as rewarding. Oh, he's rewarding his cronies. This is not DEI.
Yeah, he's putting people in place that
they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they can take it,
and they're the best at what they're going to do. They rose to the top.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, not these people are definitely not yes men, as we've said. You know, Marco Rubio,
right?
They've had an issue, so yeah, this is
good for Marco. He gets now. He's in charge of thousands and thousands of diplomats. It's good on the resume, you know.
Yeah, and he carries himself well, right? He does when he's talking to the press, when he's out in public, he does really well. Family man, Cuban American, right? His parents came here from Cuba. So yeah, I think this is great. So talk about how Trump said Nikki Haley and Mike Pompeo will not be in the administration.
Yeah.
You know, I can understand
Nikki Haley would have it, but she resisted.
Yeah,
you know?
she was kind of harsh on him, and again, she served him well, or served our country well when she was in the United Nations.
Yeah,
that was good.
But I think what hurt her is holding out so long and not getting out of the race.
Yeah, but now she's kind of, you know, she said, "Hey, congratulations."
She offered that leave by saying, "Hey, my voters, please vote for Trump."
Right. Mike Pompeo.
I was surprised. Did he do anything against Trump?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
He kind of had some issues at the end there, the Jan 6 stuff, a little bit, if I remember correctly. But, you know, that's a guy that you could put anywhere. You know, you could serve anywhere.
West Pointer.
Well. Yeah. I mean, he's CIA, right? Secretary of State. Just an all-around good guy. So I'm thinking, you know, in fact, I even think he reneged from running at the beginning because he said, if Trump's running, I'm out.
Yeah,
you know, which I guess that's a good thing.
Maybe Mike told Trump that, you know, he's ready to do the down path, you know, glide.
Yeah, or maybe hold out for 2028 or
maybe
2032.
Yeah, but you think you'd want some kind of Mike or JD Vance is anointed, so if they do well, he's gonna just glide into the presidency nomination.
You know, maybe Mike Pompeo, vice president at that time. You know,
maybe.
You know, I don't know. He's got. Oh man! But I mean, he's got plenty of time to serve.
You called it, Scott.
He's got plenty of time to serve. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
You know, just again, he's not a yes man, so it's all good. So,
how about Lee Zeldin for EPA commissioner? Love it.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, I would have rather seen him be governor of New York, but that obviously didn't work.
And that was close. That was close. Yeah.
But he's a good guy. I remember him in Congress. He was one of those bulldogs.
Yeah. He's tasked with fair and swift regulatory decisions while maintaining high environmental standards. So the EPA they're bullies. They're out of control bullies. Yeah. What a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
For the EPA. I read an article yesterday, about government employees from the EPA having PTSD about President-elect Trump winning the White House. They fear for their jobs.
Go open up a Dunkin' Donuts, man. Find a new job. Come on.
They should worry. Yeah. You know, they're amok, like you said. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The most egregious overreach that was against ranchers when rivers and streams with the water rights. You know, they were trying to, instead of letting the ranchers just have their cattle drink from the river or the stream, they tried it. instead of going coastal, they went all the way in on rivers and streams. Big overreach. Trump also makes history by selecting his campaign manager or co-manager, Susie Wiles, as chief of staff.
Yeah, so I don't know anything about this
She's
lady.
behind those scenes. When I was reading about her, I was like, wow.
Yeah, but from what I understand, she's a tough lady. The stuff that she has done, she was worked in the Reagan administration.
Yeah.
She's been around a while. Her dad, she comes from good stock. Her dad was Pat Summerall. He was a CBS sports guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it's
I didn't know that.
yeah. So she's a tough one. So we'll see.
Trump describes Wiles as tough, smart, innovative, and said she is universally admired and respected. Wiles' decades-long political career stretches back, like you said, working as former President Reagan's campaign scheduler for his 1980 presidential bid. So she knows about campaigns.
Yeah.
Wiles she's also did Rick Scott's campaign. And Wiles currently serves as senior advisor to Trump and is campaign co-chair along Chris LaCivita. We'll keep you informed on LaCivita to see where he goes.
Yeah. So, all right. So pivoting now, of the 19 states won by Vice President Kamala Harris during the 2024 presidential election, 18 of them don't require voters to show photo ID to vote, which I think is crazy.
That is weird.
It is weird.
18 of the 19 that went Harris.
Yeah. So according to a National Conference of State Legislatures, the NCSL, review of laws in effect as of April 2024. So that just is crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Why would you not have to do that? You got to do that to get on a
the
plane.
Numbers there, yeah. You need it to get on a plane.
You do.
Except illegal aliens, they don't need IDs.
Well, they have their own private.
Well, that's
going
to stop now.
Yeah. So 36 of the 50 states in the U.S. require voters to provide some form of identification to cast a ballot. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Of these, 12 do not require a photo ID. Of the 19 states Harris won, 12, which are California, Oregon, New Mexico, Minnesota, Illinois,
blue,
Maine, Vermont, Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, Hawaii,
and
Maryland.
Blue.
Yeah, require no document to vote, which that's just crazy,
Yeah,
that's
just come on in and cast your vote.
Asking for problems.
Yeah.
Again, that's according to the NCSL. The conference lists 5 of the other 7 states Harris won as states where ID is requested, but photo ID not required. So that just, again, crazy.
Well, yeah. So you could bring a birth certificate. You could bring a
bill.
A bill, utilities bill. Yeah.
Yeah. So those states are Colorado, Washington, Delaware, Connecticut, Virginia, which, again, those are all.
Well, Virginia surprised me that it went. I shouldn't be surprised, but it surprised me they went blue on this presidential election.
Colorado and Washington hold all elections by mail, so their limited ID laws only affect in-person voters, according to the conference. Congress needs to fix this immediately.
They do,
if it can be. I mean, it's a state deal, right?
Well, have a federal law that you must prove citizenship. You can make that a federal law, and the states must abide by that.
Yeah, okay.
It's not overreach.
All right. Well, it's
not telling them when and where and how. It's telling them you got to be a citizen to vote.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. Liberals are pressuring the idiocracy to reward Harris.
Yeah, this is off the charts.
Liberals are pressuring Justice Sotomayor to resign. Remember, she had the crazy dissent on the immunity. Like Trump could hire a hitman to take someone out.
Yeah, and she's a Biden or a Obama or
Obama.
A Clinton. She's an Obama.
Obama
appointee. So obviously not. We don't agree with her rulings and everything, but to force the lady out because she's a little,
that's got wrong.
They said she's got diabetes. Or something.
None of them should be forced out.
Yeah, and then but kudos to her to stand up to these people and say, I'm not going anywhere.
We're not saying that just because a new regime's coming in. We're saying that because
that's just not right.
It's not right to force someone to resign.
With the last guy when they appointed
with Ginsburg. They tried doing it to Ginsburg, and she said no.
Well, Ginsburg, but then they just did it with Breyer. They kind of gave him the, hey, bud, you need to move along. We need somebody in there. And
that's right. Before he even resigned, they rammed through
Brown. Yeah.
Tangi Brown.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. So anyways, they pressured her to resign so that Biden can appoint Kamala Harris. as justice.
Yeah. But this is not the worst of it.
I wouldn't be surprised if the current Senate started voting on Sotomayor's replacement in the next 45 days. It's crazy. Next, liberals are pressuring Biden to resign so that Harris can become the first female president.
Can you believe the audacity of these people to do this?
How dare you?
And again, would Biden's going to give him the one
Middle
finger
finger,
salute.
yeah.
Man. He's just going to tell him, hey, you guys have already got me to.
Jill's going to tell him to do that.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to say, hey, we already moved aside.
You
gave
screwed
you guys
me,
the,
man.
Yeah, the opportunity, and who knows if I could beat Trump.
I'm the only one that can beat Trump.
Yeah. So here we go. Yeah, and they're not going anywhere.
Which do you think has a chance, if any, succeeding? Let us know. I think the SCOTUS justice is more dangerous than president. She can't do any damage whatsoever as a president in the next 45 days.
She can't even hold a conversation or have a conversation. How is she going to make supply a ruling?
Speaking without
She's
thinking.
never been a judge, right? She was a DA.
Oh, she's the only one that prosecuted transnational gangs.
Oh, whatever.
She can't do much damage as president, but she can do much damage as a justice.
And she'd be around for a long.
She'd be around for a long time. Yeah.
Just remember, I'm thinking that she's going to probably hold out if none of this happens, which I hope it doesn't. I don't think it will. She's going to hold out for running against or running and taking Gavin Newsom's spot.
Oh,
California. Here's
the latest, Scott. They're asking for money for that 20 million debt in order for a recount. That's what they're calling it, a recount fund.
Well, he won by over 5
Act
million
Blue.
votes, right?
They're asking, donate to Act Blue and help.
5 million votes, right? 5 million?
Yeah.
That's not a recount.
No, but it's obviously stupid that they want to crush their debt.
Yeah.
And they're using this excuse. Oh my gosh. And there's going to be Democrats dumb enough to do that.
Well, and just telling you, we've been talking about it for a couple of days. The left is losing their mind. They are like eating their own on the networks, CNN, MSNBC. They're just coming unglued. These people are coming unglued.
Well, what did you think of that YouTube I sent you about that British lady? Thank you so much, Trump, for winning, and you guys are patriots over there. It was pretty funny.
Have you heard about the one where the lady's filming herself cutting her hair and talking about how everybody's crazy and these people have just lost it.
Oh yeah,
they have lost it.
Yeah. All right, tomorrow we're going to be talking about EPA, how they're slicing off Inflation Reduction Act money to their cronies, the payola. We're going to talk about that. It really makes me upset because it's taxpayer money.
Yeah.
All right.
Our money.
All right, folks. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Have a good day. You haven't seen that? It's